Greg Biffle has climbed back in his race car. He's going to go back out in the draft. Now, I spoke to his crew chief, Matt Pusha, and I said, what did you fix?
Whoa,
he says, well,
trouble on the back.
Trouble on the back once again. The 9 of Ambrose goes around, as does the 1. Jamie McMurray, our reigning champion. Brad Keselowski torn up. Regan Smith in the 51.
Both the
Racy
Penske
Kane's
cars.
involved.
24, we're done.
And Darrell, I don't know who it was, but somebody changed lines.
Yeah, I saw him
and
moving.
there wasn't a hole there.
I saw him moving back there. Somebody made a move, and there wasn't anywhere to go. I think pushed or tapped from behind. Let's roll it here and see. You're going to see the 9, and here he goes, but right there, he gets pushed into by...
That's Carl Edwards.
Carl Edwards,
the
99
car. Yeah.
And because Marcus Ambrose was second in line.
Does handling go away? But how does your car? You see the 18.
Oh, up into the wall. Kyle Busch in the 18 destroying that car.
Clearly had a mechanical issue or a tire go down. I mean, clearly that just something happened.
And Andretti, looks like that maybe the 42 got into the back of the 2. I think that the 2 ran up on Andretti there and maybe had to try to make a lane change.
Maybe this will show us how it got started. Yeah, he got hooked by Montoya.
Yeah,
Darrell.
Montoya just got into the back of him. And Mike, another thing about the bigger restrictor plate is the closing rate is going to be a lot higher than these guys had last year down here.
Trouble. Turn
Truex,
4.
Earnhardt, crash. And the pole-winning car for the 500 is in smithereens.
It is no more. Slow cars are coming up on a bunch of cars. You see steam coming out of the 88 back there, by the way. And they were coming up on these slow cars right here. And looked like somebody just, maybe Jimmy Johnson got a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Well, and then Truex had a push from the car behind him, who probably couldn't see what was happening 4 cars ahead. The reigning Sprint Cup champion. First driver in 6 years not named Johnson.
Whoa, there he goes.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
5 cars are in it.
Maybe more. Not
Heavy damage to both Penske cars,
Bam.
to Tony Stewart.
What did Tony say this morning? He wasn't going to push Ryan?
That's right.
47 teams worked hard to get our car going. We did test
Start
here.
finish line. Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman,
Cole Witt's teammate that just wrecked in that first caution.
It's just a classic case. You see that the 18 and the 2 were running nose to tail. The 18 moved up, the 2 got down. The 18 kind of came across his front bumper, and once he spins, everyone's in a pack. There's 25 cars in a pack. There's nowhere for the 9, for the 11, for the 16, anywhere for those guys to go.
Cars got collected in this. Martin Truex Jr. in the 78 up against the wall.
Jeff Gordon with a good move.
24 of Gordon stayed right down by the double yellow line, was able to avoid it.
Sam Hornish, he comes in here. He's nothing he can do. I mean, there's nothing he could have done different right there.
Yeah, the 18 came down the track. Sam Hornish collects him. Jamie McMurray in the 1 also involved. Martin Truex Jr. landed the wall pretty hard before he got into the 18 as well. But it started with the 18 and the 2. The 2 just behind that 18.
And that's the tough part. You're running in such close.
In the draft, and I go back to the unlimited race the other night. Matt Kenseth.
trouble. Here we go. Newman's around off the front bumper of Edwards. Mark Martin gets away.
I think Mark may have survived that one. Thank goodness, because that's his 3rd car. Newman looks like he's all right. Got a little damage.
Pair of eyes out there, not only what's around you, but what's coming.
Oh,
6 car
six
gets
cars
turned.
around.
And there he goes.
And the 18. Oh, here's 11 right down in the middle of it.
Hamlin able to get back down and avoid the action. David Reagan got turned around. Kyle Busch, wrong place at the wrong time.
Coming to you. And the
just going to mention, Busch has not had a good run lately.
He's sideways right there.
Yeah. So he'd been struggling with that even earlier because he was one of the guys I saw in the pack that looked like his car was really, really loose.